Welcome to Riverbend Talon on WBGZ, brought to you by the Halpin Music Company.
It's a show called Riverbend Talent with our host Dennis and Pigpen, and our sponsor Matt Van Voorhis of Macias Insurance, Halpin Music Company, and by Michael Crider of Farmers Insurance Agent in Bethalto.
That is all of our sponsors. Michael Crider specifically sponsoring Alex Honky, the engineer.
So what you do if you're listening right now on YouTube on the playback, you speed that up to the 1.5 speed. It's way cooler.
It's going to sound normal. I thought you were just heavily medicated.
I got like Tommy laughing. Tommy Fleming's here, guys.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
What's up, Mr. Tommy?
You didn't think something that dry could be funny.
I thought you were heavily medicated. I'm like, wow, he didn't even share or anything.
Yeah, I was just following the lead.
Share with who? You? Like you need it?
Need is a strong word, I guess.
Okay. The day you're not high is the day you die.
I'm hoping I'm going to be high that day, too. Come on, man.
Well, I just said die because it didn't. I meant
you just ruined death for me, man.
Post die, actually. That's dead.
No fun for death.
Upon death, all DMT in the pineal gland will be released, so something's going to happen.
Yeah.
That's a medical fact. We know,
I can do that if I concentrate real hard.
Yoga will do it. There you go.
I don't do yoga.
Well, years of yoga can do it, or there's other things that can do it much quicker.
Monk.
Yeah.
All
right, enough of the medical section. Let's again thank Halpin Music and Mr. Matt Van Voorhis, our longtime sponsors of the show, and Mr. Mike Crider, the sponsor of A Honky, our engineer.
Yeah.
Alex Honky, that is.
The guy who gets paid to sit and point at us.
He's pointing at us right now.
He's glaring from the other room.
So how's it going, Mr. Fleming? How you been?
Life is good. Life is very busy.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, we've had Mr. Tommy Fleming in before. He books the bands at Third Chute, at Third Chute 2, and coming soon, Third Chute 3.
Third Chute West.
Third Chute West. See, if it was Third Chute 3, that's a 33, and then the Illuminati get involved because they don't like to use
that.
that.
We can't have that.
Can't have that.
No, we don't want that.
We got Illuminati.
No, we don't want that.
So let's just start. So actually, I guess we should start with our Thursday night since it's so late. I didn't realize how late it was.
The shanty's been going on for like 23 minutes.
There are already people completely drunk on Irish whiskey and singing Irish pub songs.
That was like 2 o'clock. But
yeah.
Now they're singing.
Now there's musicians for them to sing with. They were just singing without it before. Yeah, so the Morrison's Irish Pub does it every Thursday night. The Sea Shanties sing along. That's 6 p.m. start. Fast Eddie's Bone Air, we got Cross the Line starting at 7 p.m. Hiram's Bar right over the hill. Karaoke 7 to 10 p.m. tonight. What else we got? Oh, the Acoustic Open Mic Night. That's 7 to 11 p.m. at the Conservatory. Happy to see those guys get open. They got shut down as soon as they opened by the whole.
They do the stage open mic on Wednesday, the backstage, and then they do the front stage on Thursday. That's why it's acoustic tonight.
The Acoustic Night. There you go. I've actually seen bands on that front stage that's in the window with drum sets and all.
Where is this at?
The Conservatory used to be the Bottle and Barrel.
Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah, down.
Okay.
It was.
I try to keep up. Sometimes it's hard.
Well, as soon as they opened, they got shut down. They opened in March, got shut down in March. So you know how it is.
They focus on original music though, so we like them.
Yes,
yeah, they do.
That's a rarity.
They do lots of originals. So there you go. Also, another open mic night tonight. Bakers and Hale, Everhart Lights open mic night. That is 6 to 10 p.m.
That's a steady.
That is a steady thing going on out there with Everhart and Light.
They're doing well out there with that.
And man, they can make some music. So what else we got here? Where am I at? Robbie Miles, 7 to 10 p.m. George's local brew up in Jerseyville. Think they got him on the rooftop yet? Still too cold.
They were talking about it, but probably not this weekend.
Yeah, still a little chilly for that.
4-letter word in the forecast.
There you go. Which one? Because I got a lot of
Yeah,
four-letter words I really like.
That's why I put it that way,
know.
Pigpen.
Big Daddy's has possibly someone at 6 p.m. Not sure.
Pile is a 4-letter word. Pig pile. I can't help it. Jody Grinder started it. Don't look at me.
I'm going to leave a pig pile on Jody Grinder's front porch when I leave here.
You hear that, Jody? He's coming for you.
He'll be leaving a frog pile on you.
I'm going to flip frogs at him. I'm going to get a little catapult and just flip frogs at him.
You know, they're one of the bands that canceled this weekend for weather.
Yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of outside things not looking good. I tell you who's not outside is the people at Doit's Village Inn, Pontoon Beach, Eric Lysott. I haven't seen Eric for years, but he's been a musician around the area for decades now. So, and even longer of a musician around the area. Mr. Pat Liston, doing his steady Copper Fire in Belleville on Thursday nights. That happens at 7 p.m. and that takes care of the Thursday night. So if you're trying to get out and you're looking for some music, those are some places you could go.
And Pat's doing that through the end of April, so only 2 more weeks down there.
And it's a blue mist. Yeah, poor Pat. He does it so good. I wish I could do it good. I used to always kind of secretly hope when he would come in live and sing that on the radio sometimes that he would just blow the high note, because he never does. Like, just once. I want to see you just throw in the ditch just once.
Right.
What do you guys got going on? I bet you got a big. Actually, let's go back to the beginning before we ask about the schedule, because I know you got a big schedule coming up.
Yes.
For those people who don't know, who are in the dark about third shoot, and they're like, what is a third shoot? What about the first shoot and the second shoot? Take us back to the beginning. Tell us about third shoot and how it all got started, and take us up to date.
Wayne Draper's Insane Wayne.
Insane
That's how it all started. Really started, I've kind of lost track of the years now. It's 5, maybe 6. I don't really remember. But Wayne is just a guy with vision, and the guy's just phenomenal. Took the old, I don't even remember the name of the place, down at the end of Grafton. That was the first third shoot, and the long and short, the lease expired on it, and him and Kathy moved to the middle of Grafton, and they bought the old Rotten Apple Angry Beaver.
Yeah.
And he transformed that, and it started out just a little 2-story bar. He had, your bar on the inside, and then upstairs was a little restaurant area, and so then he built on a 3rd level where there's a stage, and we do karaoke every Saturday night. And then you can go up to a 4th level, which is called the Treehouse Bar. And he literally built this place around 2 huge trees. So, we didn't, kill off all the trees and all that stuff, It's been going strong. We're open year-round down there in Grafton, which, not every place does.
And that view from the 4th deck, from the top deck, there's a big sign that says the Key West of the Midwest.
That is it.
I love that.
That is it.
Because that's the feel you get when you're up there, sort of.
And it's 4 stories tall. So you can be at the bottom level bar, and you can play the jukebox and be your own DJ, or you can go up to the 2nd level and enjoy the restaurant area, or you can step out on a promenade deck. You can eat and have drinks out there. You can watch all the traffic going by.
The hustle and bustle of Grafton, all the bikers, and people watching, right?
Exactly. Then you can go up to the 3rd level where our stage is, and that's where the karaoke's going on. And, every bar is a full-service bar. And then you can go up to the Treehouse, and you just have a beautiful panoramic view of the river.
Yeah.
And, there's just nothing else like it on a beautiful day.
Yeah. And that's not all, though, because now there's third shoot 2, Deuce, as we call it.
Deuce.
And that's in the area we like to call Forkyville. Right there where Fosterburg Road hits College Avenue 140.
Right, for some of us older folks, we know Richards. What Forkyville was.
Really old. You learned that from your dad, I'm pretty sure, Pigpen.
Yep. Yes. Forkyville and Pie Town.
Yep, that's it. Opportunity arose there, and Wayne and Kathy, they seized on that. and bought what was Bottoms Up. And
those of us from older remember it as Richards. Right?
Yeah, Richards, and it's been a plethora of other names over the years, and nobody's just ever really seemed to make it work. And
club.
Wayne and Kathy were able to seize that property, and Wayne just does what he does, and he's just insane.
Yeah.
So that place is going strong. It's been totally revamped. I mean, I don't think there was one inch of that building that wasn't touched in some shape or form.
Yeah, you guys been busy.
Yes,
right?
Very. I mean, I think it was a 5-6 month rehab for Third Chute 2, and we launched it out, and we're doing well there, and all is good there, and
that's got a bigger stage. You get bigger acts in there, bigger dance floor.
Nice big room, nice big stage, and even not being biased, but for years I always just said that that's the best room in town, and I always wanted to get in there and just kind of do what I do. And man, the chance finally came up, and bam, here we are.
Right.
So we are slowly we're bringing bands back. And we do karaoke every Friday and Saturday out on the boat bar, which for those that don't know, we have a 33-foot yacht that we turned into a bar.
Nice.
Yes.
And certain times of year, you float right up to Grafton, right?
Exactly.
Actually, though, you do have that taken care of because you have a tour bus.
Yes, we do.
Way, right?
We now have a Third Chute shuttle bus, and the little pandemic that we experienced delayed the launch of that. But never fear, the plan is to launch that June 1st,
Nice.
And at that point, it will be every Saturday, every Sunday, and it's going to be on a schedule, and it's only going to go to the 3 Third Chute locations.
Okay.
So
3. We've only talked about 2 so far. That means there's a big announcement coming.
Yes, we're getting to the
3
good
is
stuff.
a magic number.
Yes,
3
yes.
is a magic
Yes,
number.
it is.
Yes, suddenly I'm a kid back watching Saturday morning cartoons.
Right.
Suddenly
But
the Masons
the
are
Alton
in your
location,
brain.
we've got the indoor stage, we've got the boat bar going on, and we've got the beach out there, which we have another full stage in the beach.
Nice.
And we actually, literally, last week or before, we just poured an 1,800 square foot patio behind the game room.
Nice.
And so we got a nice patio back there for people to sit with the tables and the umbrellas, and they can play bags out there. And I think that tentatively, the long-term thought for that is to build that in and heat it up just like we did with the boat bar.
Right.
So, we're going to keep expanding, and we're going to keep adding on. You never know what Wayne's going to come up with,
But wait, there's more.
Insane Wayne Draper is busy as could be right now.
You have a brand spanking new parking lot as well.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it's funny you mention that, because if you have a brand new parking lot, you have to have a parking lot
Party.
Yes, May 15th, we are going to have a parking lot party featuring Flatliner.
Nice.
And that is going to be 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. We're going to bring in our mobile stage, and see, Pigpen's got on his Flatliner shirt, and
Nice.
oddly enough,
Yeah,
I have
the Third Chute. With Flatliner. Get shamrocked.
Yeah, get Shamrock with Flatliner.
We know you guys spent the night together. You don't have to brag about it.
Actually, this is his shirt and that one's mine, but whatever. Oh, man.
Yeah, the Rolling Stone song got to you.
But May 15th, parking lot party at Third Chute 2 on Fosterburg Road. Flatliner, we're going to bring in the mobile stage, and it's just going to be a good time, and we'll also we'll offer karaoke out on the boat bar that night. So, and that was always kind of our goal, was to be able to offer 2 different things at the same time with Third Chute 2. You know, I mean, just because you have some form of entertainment in one part of your building, why can't you have something different in another part of the building? That's why we have all this room to spread out, you know?
That's why they invented VIP rooms. Oh, wait a minute. What are we talking about again? I'm
Right,
sorry.
right.
All this entertainment talk had me envisioning entertainment. I don't know.
Right.
You know, they say variety is the spice of life, and it's going to get spicy this weekend, for sure.
Yes.
What's happening that's so spicy this weekend?
This
Tom?
weekend, the spice that we are going to offer at Third Chute 2 is a burlesque show.
Boom.
So we set out to be different than anybody else. You know, we want to offer different things. It's not everybody's cup of tea, and that's fine. We get it. But every show is standing room only, so we're doing okay.
Yeah.
Right.
What about the line dancing? You guys were doing that midweek at one point.
Yes, we are doing that every Wednesday night. DJ John Belzy handles the line dance entertainment for us, and that's always a good time. It's generally a packed place, packed dance floor, and lots of participation.
So everybody needs to get warmed up for a flatliner, and they can line dance in the parking lot.
Yes, they can.
That'd be pretty wild to see.
Right.
That brings some people in.
So, man, that's a lot going on with Third Chute, just constantly growing and expanding.
That's number 2. Wait till number 3 gets here.
We still got that
And
coming.
Mondays at Third Chute 2, we brought back the old quarter draft.
Oh, yeah.
And which has been going on for a while now, you know, so we do the quarter draft thing. And also on Mondays, we just added, we're now doing karaoke along with quarter draft on Monday nights.
That's a good combo.
Out on the boat bar. So, you know, grab you a couple quarter drafts and come out and sing a song and have a good time, and you know, it's all good.
And if you're a little shy, if you've always wanted to do karaoke, but you've been a little shy, quarter draft night, great night to do it. Go get well lubricated before you get up there.
Right.
You get 5 or 6 of them in you. You're going to sing your butt off.
That reminds me of a Macias song called Liquid Courage. Remember that one, Pigpen?
A pig pile.
That was your first hit. That was your first hit.
My first hit.
On WLCA.
It's #1 with a bullet.
You remember the words? You probably do.
Oh, man.
It's played in D.
You got him on the spot now.
Yeah.
I can play it.
Yeah, they were simple lyrics, I believe.
Give me some liquid courage.
Yeah, I wake up in the morning and pour myself a beer.
That's it.
They call me an alcoholic. I call it avoiding fear. That's the opening bit. I'm not going to remember any farther than that. It took a minute to come up with that.
Should we touch base on dates for Alton before we move on to?
Let's talk about the number 3, and then we'll come back and do the dates in a minute. Let's talk about what's going on.
We got some
with that.
dates to give too for this.
Because we've got some dates to get to too. So let's go ahead and talk about what's happening with Third Chute 3
West.
I'm sorry.
West.
Third Chute West.
We talked about this, the whole Illuminati thing. We don't
that's right. That's right. 3-3.
You know what W is though, right? That's 3.
See, so you really didn't get away from it any. You guys are the Illuminati. You're hidden in plain sight.
No.
That dang old Wayne Draper, I knew it.
You got to have V with it though. See, VW is 3.
So, what's happening with Third Chute West? Tell us about that.
Third Chute West in West Alton, Missouri. It's just a short jaunt across the bridge. For those that don't know, you just go across that 367 bridge and hang a right, go under the train overpass, and we're not even a mile down the road on the right.
Highway 94.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's been other places, other names. It was 94 West for a time.
Yeah.
For a time, it was West Alton Bar and Grill, which ironically, I was the entertainment director over there the last 2 years before it flooded out.
I was going to say, they almost
Susan
floated
Amani.
up the Grafton at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Right, the last one, right? Yeah.
Susan and Monty, Sally, they after the second flood, they were like, "Yeah, we're done," you know.
Yeah.
And it was kind of it was interesting the way it all kind of came about. I had reserved a table over at Salvatore's over in St. Charles, and to see friends play the band Walk On.
Nice.
And I called Wayne. I'm like, hey, I got a table, come on over. Let's hang out for a little bit. And Wayne, oh, man, I'm busy at the bar. I'm like, oh, come on, man, just come over for a little bit, and all right. So I knew I had him and Kathy coming over. So then I called Susan that owns West Alton Bar and Grill. And I called Susan. I was like, hey, I got a table at Sal's, would you come over and hang out for a little bit? And she's like, oh, okay. So I got everybody there at the table, and, a couple cocktails later, and I just kind of
a little of that liquid lubrication
threw it out there, and I said, so, Susan, what's the deal with this bar of yours? And that's really, it just kind of went from there, and Wayne and Kathy warmed up to the idea, and of course Susan, she's ready to sell her bar anyway.
Right.
And so, that's kind of how it all came about, and Wayne and Kathy, they made a deal, and boom, here we are.
But just like the Deuce, just like total rehab, right?
Yes. They had cleaned it up after the flood and whatnot, but Insane Wayne is Insane Wayne, so he
he's going to waterproof it. He's going to figure out how to.
Right. He would if he could, I think. But he went in and he does what he does, and it's Third Chute West.
Yeah.
So
nice.
It's got the decor and the colors and all that good stuff, and it's in process, and the place just looks phenomenal.
Nice.
The guy's a genius. I mean, I'm not saying that just because, but
yeah, right.
The guy's phenomenal.
I was sitting here thinking whenever I said he's going to waterproof, and I'm like, you watch. If he owns that place long enough, it'll be the first submarine bar on the lower floor. You have to go through the submarine, then you can get up above the flood, and
right.
Yeah. He's crazy, but you know what? It's neat what he's doing with these places. He's original. He's thinking outside the box.
Oh, totally.
It's great what he's done with them.
It's not a real big place, so we're gonna focus on a really good menu, which I'm sure it'll have some of the flavor that we already offer, but I'm sure he'll add a twist to that to make it a little different for Third Chute West. And the entertainment, everything's always subject to change.
Right.
Just because we decide one day we're going to do this, that doesn't mean the next day Wayne's going to go, aha, let's do this.
Right.
And then I just take the ball and do what I do. And right now, though, we've got bands booked for every Sunday. And these are going to be parking lot parties every Sunday out on the stage. Big fish fries. I mean, we're after the boaters, the bikers, the hot rodders, the dune buggy guys, the Jeep people. We're after all those people because we're right on that cruising route.
Right. And that Highway 94, I mean, if I have to go to St. Charles, I take 94.
Right.
Why would you take 270?
Yeah, who doesn't?
It's beautiful. Other than when you pass the power plant, other than that 2 seconds, the rest of it is just a beautiful drive.
It's a great drive.
Yeah, so there are lots of bikers, lots of Jeeps and dune buggies and stuff out on that cruise.
Yeah. A lot of people go to Grafton that way, too.
They
Take the long ride, hit all the ferries.
And so here you go. Insane Wayne, if he owns it, if this all keeps going, he's going to build it. He's going to build one and West, both high enough you can see them from each other. Look, I see the top floor of West.
Right.
I'm just saying, a little shot across the river there.
It's West has a partial deck around it, but it's not all the way,
Yeah. Oh,
and
but he just bought it. Look what the first one had when he bought it. It now has a treehouse on top.
Exactly.
They're all going to be 10 stories tall before it's over.
Right, probably so. I mean, Wayne's one of those guys. After a couple of weeks, he starts to get the shakes because he's got to get out his saw and his hammer. He's got to do something.
Oh,
that's
man.
great though that he's revitalizing some old places like that. Accidents happen. Accidents happen, and that's why I was lucky to have Matt Van Voorhis of Macias Insurance and Erie Insurance help me out with a fire over the winter.
Right on New Year's Eve. Wasn't
there some kind of fire out at Third Chute?
It wasn't actually at Third Chute West. It was the house property next door. And, I'll never forget. Susan actually called me, and she's like, the house next to the bar is on fire. And I'm like, what? And it's like 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. And I'm like, well, did you call Wayne? And she's like, well, he didn't answer. And right then, she's like, he's calling me back right now. I'm like, well, get him on the phone.
Yeah.
So he shot over there, and he was able to capture some video and some pictures, and luckily, the fire department, thank you guys, thank you.
Right.
They were able to contain it, and the only thing that really happened to the bar was the windows that were on the side of the house. They blew out.
Yeah.
But what's a couple of windows,
And that's, that's the fear. I had a fire last February where my motorhome burned down. But it was getting ready to catch my garage on fire. It was starting, the siding's melting, and now if the garage goes, the house is next, because it's right, there's only 5 foot between. It's like it just spreads. But again, luckily I had Matt Van Voorhis for my insurance agent, so it was real easy.
And in my case, it was my studio that where my loss happened. All my instruments, recording equipment. But guess what? We have another sponsor, Halpin Music, and I can take my insurance money now down to Halpin Music.
Straight to them.
And,
Matt, just write the check to Halpin.
That's awesome.
I'll be writing the checks. I don't need Matt messing with my checkbook.
I remember when that had happened, but I guess
you can mess with my checkbook.
I wasn't aware it was your studio, though.
Yeah. It was actually it was a small fire. I was fortunate 100%. But, they spray some water around to kind of cool things off. And the firefighters were great. They brought in a big old tarp and laid it over everything. But then, the inspector came in and looked at it and thought, it's still a little hot. Let's put a little bit more water on there. And
of course,
water's not good for electronics, no matter how much.
No.
Not even a little. So, anyways, but it's all covered.
Yeah, luckily it is all covered. You know what we got to get covered? The Friday and Saturday nights, because, man, it is already, time is winding down.
Man, you must be a DJ or something.
King of the cheesy segues.
Okay, so Friday night open mic with Jamie Dunn down at Ragin' Cajun, still going on. Cross the line, 2 to 6. Truckers, 7 o'clock at Fast Eddie's Bone Air. Tait Kelly and Scott Merritt, 7 to 10 at the Lodge at Lovejoy and Alton. Borderline Acoustic, 7 to 11 at Baker's Hale and Godfrey. Outlaw Opry, 7 o'clock at the Moose in Wood River on Friday. Scott Marlin, 8 o'clock at the Back Bar in Edwardsville. Corey Saathoff, 7 to 10 at the Outlet at Edisons in Edwardsville. Lanny and Judy, 7 o'clock at the Cabin at Judy Creek and Glen Carbon. Down and Dirty, doing double duty down at Doit's Village Inn on Friday and Saturday night.
Good guys.
Down and Dirty doing double duty. That sounds like a movie I watched one time. I can't talk about it any further.
Dave Horton, 7 o'clock at America One Distillery in Pontoon Beach. That's the vodka place.
Yeah, there you go.
Very well.
John Evans, 7 to 10 at George's Local Brew in Jerseyville on Friday. The Intrusion have canceled all their gigs.
They have.
Did you hear about that?
Yeah. So there's a new incarnation, I guess, called Fireside that is like all of Intrusion, I think, except the drummer. This is just scuttlebutt. I could be wrong about this.
Well, it's good scuttlebutt because they posted.
I
they
hear
posted online that they were apologizing for their last gig. Something happened.
I
at
believe.
Tri-County.
They had a little impact.
I believe it might have been a little incident with them. So a little drama. So hopefully they're young. They got time to.
Hey, I thought it was great they apologized, though.
Yeah.
Yes, very professional.
Yeah.
I believe that they have split off, and a new band called Fireside has started that is most of those guys, maybe with a couple new members or something.
We actually had those guys booked here in the next couple of weeks, I think.
Yeah.
And we were going to give them a try because they're younger kids, you know. We got to support those kids.
Absolutely.
We got to get them out,
There's another young band called Noble that have taken some of those gigs.
That's I know that is Dean. I just talked to Dean Bush last week, and he was telling me that is his new band, and they're out hitting the covers right now and working on maybe some originals in the back, and
they've been
so hopefully they are going to be making an appearance at Trinity River Fest here in, I guess, 3 weeks down the road. So I'll finally get to see them, the new band Noble. But yeah, I love seeing the young kids.
Yeah, you got to support them. You got to get them at the open mic nights, and give them even a 30-minute opening slot before your other local band plays, or whatever.
No,
because there's not a whole lot of kids out there that are playing.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I mean, whenever we were in high school, how many bands were there? There was 100 bands just in our high school, you know,
right.
and it's like now I don't know that the high school kids really do that anymore.
No, I'm not sure. I don't think they're into it.
Rock band, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I guess when anything you want to look at's on your phone,
Yeah.
you know.
I wonder if there'll be a bar someday that's nothing but video games.
Oh, they probably got one.
Yeah.
Out in California way. I don't know.
Yeah, they're trend setting out there.
right.
Hey, we got two more on Friday night. A little out of towners, but they're our buddies. Bobby Rolens, 7 o'clock at Timeout Sports Bar in Troy.
There you go.
That's always a good one.
Yep, good one.
And Kurt Copeland and Roaming Home, 8 o'clock at Crawl Daddies in St. Charles. That wraps up our Friday.
There you go. That is a decent Friday after the last year. I'm so happy to have multiple pages of things going on again to talk about because, man, it was getting slim pickings there for a minute. Want to shoot through our Saturday?
Not at Third Chute. They stayed nice and busy. You guys did all right.
What's that?
I said you guys kept some live entertainment going through the what you call it that happened last year every now and again.
Unfortunately, we really didn't. You know, it just didn't fare well for us to have a band come in and.
I remember Flatliner being like, I don't remember exactly when, but right towards the end there, and then I guess that was about it, huh?
For the most part, we kind of leaned toward the karaoke DJ thing, you know, and. At the end of the day, it's business. It boils down to dollars and cents.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we didn't maybe bring in the bands that we wanted to, but we still offered something and we still kept the doors open.
And which is important.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that was important for everyone who wanted a place to go.
Right.
You know, and anyone who didn't, they
but,
got
you know,
that choice
those
too.
bands that we maybe had to, you know, cancel their shows because of what was going on.
Yeah.
Most of those bands are coming back this year between Third Chute 2 and Third Chute West.
Right.
So I made sure to call them people first.
Try to cover them all. Yep.
Sure.
Yeah,
Absolutely, man. So let's hit our Saturday and then let's find out what's going on at Third Chute
Yeah,
here.
well, Troy Taylor sold out again.
Sold out.
Yeah,
Nice.
Every one of these have sold out, and he does a fabulous job. He's wrote all about it, and he's been doing dinner and stories, ghost stories with Troy Taylor, and that's sold out again at the best.
I'd like to
Western
catch one
premiere.
of those, but man, it's just a matter of having the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And being able to get in because even at $44 a
Yeah.
ticket, he's selling them out.
Yeah.
Right.
And if it was
Congratulations.
$33 a ticket, I'd swear you already knew him and he was Illuminati. But I don't know.
It's that W3 again.
Right. We just keep going back to that. Hey, my
go
buddy
ahead.
TJ Hernandez here. Rock the Lot featuring TJ Hernandez, Blacktop Boulevard, and Matt Tall, our old buddy who
He
hasn't been
used
on
to
with
be
us.
your buddy. He
Hey,
doesn't return your calls anymore.
Well, you know, you get handsy
He's
with a guy
busy.
once.
He's busy, you know.
Look, I was drunk. It was a Christmas party. I got a little handsy with Mr. Tall.
But you're talking about Rock the Lot, right? It's St. Ambrose Church in Godfrey.
Yes. Yeah, there you go.
Rock the Lot.
Rock the Lot. And like I say, TJ Hernandez, Blacktop Boulevard, and Matt Tall. That is 7 to 11 p.m.
Flatliner's going to be rocking the lot at Third Chute on May 15th.
Correct.
I heard about it.
May 15th, Flatliner, 7 to 11.
Good time.
We got Hookie, the Hookie Monster playing at Chubby's. Hookie always gets me a little chubby. They are at Chubby's 6 p.m. on Saturday.
Right. Jay Sabo and Greg High 7 to 10 at the Lodge at Lovejoy and Alton. Naked Soul 2 to 6. The Truckers 7 o'clock at Fast Eddie's in Alton. Pianos with Jay Wash and Gary Cooper on drums. 9 o'clock at Ragin' Cajun in Alton. Hey, look, Burlesque Show, 9 p.m. at Third Chute in Alton. Burlesque Show.
Yes, Burlesque Show. We've got we've done several of these, and every time, you know, it's a new cast, and I mean, there might be a returning person or two.
But it's never the same show.
No, it's never the same show. I mean, we've got girls coming in doing fire shows with hula hoops and
Nice.
and we've got girls coming in doing aerial stunts. I mean, we had to actually put rigging in the ceiling,
Nice.
you know, so they could do these aerial stunts and all that.
Trapeze.
And
All right.
it's pretty neat. It's a pretty
Yeah,
neat
it
thing
is
to
cool.
see. You know, it's not a drag show. It's a burlesque show.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's a difference.
Oh, yeah.
There
Usually
may
there's
be
some
a drag
comedy
queen.
involved. Yeah.
There will be one drag queen.
Right.
But
RuPaul, maybe. No, I don't know.
Could be.
Could
be Paul Rue.
Could be.
It is. That's who it is. Could be.
You never know.
Could be Pigpen.
What it
Could
is.
be. It could be Pigpen. I don't know. I started to answer that, and I'm like, it could be. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing this weekend. So.
Well,
but the
check
burlesque
your
show,
drink, buddy. Check your drink.
I would definitely advise getting there early, claim your table or whatnot, because those shows are always standing room only, and
nice.
It's always a good turnout. So along with the burlesque show in the big room, we always have the karaoke out back at the boat bar. So again, we're offering two different things, so you're not subject to just one or the other.
Right. You can go back and forth.
You're free to roam about. You could play life-size giant Jenga. You could play pool. You could throw darts. You could throw bags. You could play foosball.
Yeah.
We got options.
It's good to have options.
And we got the best peel and eat shrimp in the world.
Whoa, in the world.
He's throwing down a heavy gauntlet there, because I was down in Key West a few months ago.
Facts.
You ever been to Narland?
Facts. Oh, man. So that burlesque show starts 9 p.m., and that is the third shoot in Alton, in Voorhis. So that's cool, 9 p.m. Get there early to claim your table. What else we got Saturday? Number 4 combo, 7 to 11 p.m. at Baker's and Hale. Get you one of them Baker's and Hale burgers with that bacon jam on it, man. That's good stuff. Noble and one other band. I don't know if that's the name of the other band or if there's going to be one other band.
Yeah,
I'm
I think
not
they're playing around 5 Noble, so I don't
There you
know
go.
when the other band's playing. But the benefit is from 3 to 9 p.m. That's the Todd Morales benefit at the VFW in Cottage Hills
There you go.
on Saturday. Pump House is back.
Yep. Sit down, get down, 4 p.m. and then Plastic Kings, 9 p.m. at the Pump House.
Back with live music down at the Pump House. Backwoods Burden, 8 p.m. at DJ's Pub in Jerseyville. NGK Band up at Grafton Winery
Nice.
from 3 to 7. Tanglefoot, 6 to 10 at the Hog Pit in Grafton. The Yacht Rockers, 3 p.m. at the Loading Dock. Where else? In Grafton, right?
Right.
Scarecrows, 7 o'clock at the Oyster Bar in Grafton. They're starting to get their live music back in the Grafton Oyster Bar.
Yeah.
Rogers and Neenhouse, 6 to 10 at Wild Pickens Winery in Chesterfield. Can't think of a better place to see Rogers and Neenhouse.
Those
And
guys
that
do some
atmosphere.
wild pickings, let me tell you, man. Those boys sure can pick and sing.
Yeah, and a beautiful location there to go with it. 4th annual free crawfish boil with the Owls from 4 to 8 at Prairie Inn and Dorsey.
Good band.
Yeah. And crawfish boil.
Here's our buddy, Michael Crider, Alex's sponsor,
Yeah.
Farmers Insurance agent. His band is called Money Shot. See how I put that dollar sign
I
there?
do see that. Is that did
That's
they
how
do
they
that?
do it. Yeah,
They
yeah,
should
yeah.
if they don't.
But they're playing, look at this, Money Shot, 9 p.m. at Slot Seats.
That's a good place for them.
Do you remember Digger's Dugout up in Warden?
That's it.
That's the place.
I do
Big room.
remember that.
Yeah, it's a nice dance floor there.
Yep.
There you go.
Also on Saturday, Dave Horton, 2 o'clock at the Foundry in Edwardsville. Steve Woolley, 7 o'clock at the Cabin at Judy Creek in Glen Carbon. Dustin Coleman, 6 to 10 at the Wooden Nickel in Glen Carbon. Oyster Fest with music by Dr. Fong and the Long Brothers. 2 to 6 at where else? Who Dats?
Who Dats?
Collinsville.
We got
The
the
Vault.
There
Yeah,
you
go ahead.
The Vault, 6 to 9 for Mandy and Randy B-Day at Owls 520 in Granite City.
That's birthday, in case you wonder.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, the B-Day. I was hoping everyone else knew, too.
520, yeah.
We got Down and Dirty, 7 p.m. at Doit's Village Inn, doing the double duty there. Power Trips back at the Corner Keg in Highland.
Right.
The Risky Rooster. I like that one. That's at Rooster's Pub in Staunton, Illinois. Our good buddy Kurt Copeland and his awesome band Roaming Home, 7 p.m. at the Well Haas in St. Charles, Missouri.
Oh, now watch out for this. American Championship Wrestling, 6 o'clock at the Elks Lodge in St. Clair, Missouri. And you know what? Our buddy from last week's show,
Yeah?
Mr. Ruby,
Yeah. Rick Ruby.
he's going to try to take that championship. He's already the champ of the WPW.
Really?
United States champion.
And so now he's going after the American Championship Wrestling, too.
Yeah.
Can you hold two belts in two different...
when you're as big as that guy, right?
You're as big as Rick Ruby. You
That's
do
right.
whatever you want.
That's right. You probably produced Metallica's last album. Oh, that's Rick Rubin.
We have Rick Rubin here with us. I don't know how many times I called him that last week. I'm a big Rick Rubin fan. I can't help it. And you know.
But, and then he'll defend his title on May 1st, right? For
Yeah.
the WPW.
Yeah, up in Collinsville. So there you go. And that wraps up the Saturday. That is our Saturday. That's finally a lot of stuff going on. I'm so happy to see it, man.
Yeah. Now 2 pages of Sunday is
Really?
what we got left. Look
Holy
at that.
smoke, I didn't even
Well,
notice
it's
that.
the bottom and
well,
one
yeah.
page.
So let's do it, man. Naked Soul, 1 to 5 p.m., and then cross the line down at the Bone Air. And Money Shot back at Roper's Regal Beagle on Sunday. We got
make that, yeah. Definitely going to get some Roper's Regal Beagle
There
and
you
some
go.
Money Shot on Sunday.
Anastasia Hamilton,
That's
2
a good
p.m.
breakfast.
at the Pump House in Wood River. Kurt Copeland open mic, 7 to 4 p.m. Uncle Al's in Jerseyville. We got Borderline Acoustic, 2 to 6 p.m. at the Grafton Winery. Blessing of the Bikes, live music, 2 p.m. at the Hog Pit in Grafton. Live music, not sure who.
You know what? They might have listed that, and I just didn't catch
Missed
up
it?
to it.
The NGK, ooh, those guys are good. 2 p.m. at the loading dock. Graham Band, they're okay.
Poor Graham.
I love the Graham Band. The Graham Band, 2 p.m. at Aries Winery in Grafton. Dave Scott, 2 to 6 p.m. at Wild Pickens in Chesterfield.
The Strangers, 4 o'clock at Big Daddy's in Edwardsville. Dale Pap, 1 o'clock at Hoodats in Collinsville on Sunday. Scott and Michelle, 7 p.m.
They
at
will be
Jacob
our-
Myers Tavern in Granite City.
They will be our guest next week, so get down to Jacob Myers to see them
Scott
on
and Misha are
Sunday.
great.
Yeah, they are
Great
awesome.
people, man.
Good people and good
They're
musicians.
going to be playing
Very.
a blues show down at, I think it's Patrick's, I want to say, with a hurricane.
Nice.
So wait to hear
Hurricanes.
about that. Right. No, with a hurricane. A literal hurricane singer.
Ah,
That's a hint, man. Famous,
All right,
actually.
all right.
You'll have to stay tuned.
big cliffhanger there.
Yeah, big one.
Stay tuned. There we go. Who else we got? Terrence Wafer and Curry Bass. Wow, I don't know who they are, but 5 p.m. they're going to be at Patrick's in Granite City. I do like this name, Mo Pleasure. Mo Pleasure, 3 to
Yes.
6 at Doit's Village Inn on Sunday. CHWA.
That's Cottage Hills Wrestling Alliance.
There you go. The Cottage Hills Wrestling Alliance.
Yeah.
2:30 at 3429 Camp Jackson Road, Centerville.
Centerville.
It's
a real nice place to raise your kids up.
They've got churches and liquor stores. All right. I
And
don't know.
wrestling.
And wrestling.
Another thing.
And then finally on Sunday,
Last but
my
not
good
least.
buddy Mr. Pat Liston, 2 p.m. at the Boathouse in St. Charles.
Wow.
Mo. That
That's
is
a
lot.
weekend.
Now, let's get back to our guest, Mr. Tommy Fleming, who books Third Chute 1, Third Chute 2, and coming soon, Third Chute West.
Yes.
So tell us what you have coming up, man. I know you got quite a bit of entertainment already booked.
Man, we'll start at the top with Third Chute Grafton. We're actually toys are coming in right now. I'm gonna install a complete brand new powered DJ system down there.
Wow.
And so we're excited about that. You know, new toys are always fun to play
Oh,
with
yeah.
and all that. And I believe it's when is it? Yeah, the first weekend in May is when we plan on kicking off the karaoke down in Grafton every Saturday, 7 to 11. And we always got to cut it off at 11 because they have that nice little noise ordinance down there. So, you know. But
You know,
7 to 11, but the party never stops down there. The party's always going after 11. We just turn on the jukebox or turn on the radios and, the upper two levels, and we just keep going.
If I was in charge of a town whose main income was tourism, I'd put a noise ordinance up to kill that money as quickly as I could.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
It makes a lot
Are
of
you
sense.
announcing a candidacy?
I am announcing my candidacy for Grafton mayor, and first thing I will do is lift the noise ordinance, and it will be a party town. So everyone who lives there won't vote for me, but all the people,
Right.
But if it was up to people who just visited there, I'd be elected immediately.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now I would think that they, usually things come down to dollar and cents, and you would think that there would be someone someone going, hey, we're losing $1 million a year here because 11 to 1 a.m. people are leaving and going to other places. But,
Yep, that's it, man.
That's
what a
them.
town, man. Grafton's so resilient. How many times have they been completely wiped out
And come
and just come right
back
back
and come
strong?
back.
I mean, those
Yep,
people, man,
exactly.
are amazing.
It is a very resilient people up there for sure.
Yeah.
So what else we got going on Third Chute?
Third Chute 2, the Alton location. As far as entertainment there, like I said, we do karaoke every Friday night, every Saturday night. That is going to move around depending on what else we got going on. I mean, it could be at the boat bar. It could be on the outdoor stage, possibly on the indoor stage. Just depends. Once the weather breaks, we like for the bands to play out in the beach on the stage out there.
Sure.
When it comes to the live music, we opted to book one band a month this year and just see how it goes.
Right.
So, I mean, we like to think we have the best of the best, and including Dr. Chevegas, Flatliner, Shangri-La, Leadfoot, Walk On, Rebel Train, Kapow, Agent 99, Shotgun Creek, and I know you're familiar with some of those.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
But,
absolutely.
Talk about them every week.
Those are the Alton location bands.
Okay.
And
I'm buying for Money Shot. Just throwing that in there.
Money Shot's going to be at the new West Alton location, and that's going to be a little bit different there. We're going to do bands every Sunday out in the parking lot, and big fish fries. We're going to bring in the mobile stage, and probably bring in the beer trucks, with the draft beer and all that stuff, So
Big party.
Again, that's what we're shooting for, and that could change. We might. It's a small place.
Right.
But that doesn't mean we might do some karaoke over there. We might do some acoustic shows. We don't know yet.
Right.
We got to get the place open first, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But it sounds like
cool.
good plans though, and with Wayne, insane
Wayne's at the
pulling,
helm, and everything. It seems to work out.
Everything's beautiful in its own way.
As far as the lineup at West Alton. I'll just throw out a couple of names there. We've got everybody from Tripwire. That's got Damon Whitman and Paul Steinbrook in it.
Oh, yeah.
And it's got
I've heard
Chad
about him.
Tenen. He's one of the Tenen boys. And, Ron Howard on vocals, and he's great.
I haven't actually heard Tripwire yet, but I've been hearing about them.
Oh, they're fun, man. They're doing stuff that nobody does, and they're just phenomenal.
Awesome.
Just go see them.
Right. Who else you got coming up?
Power Trip, Rock Bottom, Broken State, Lickety Split,
Nice.
Down and Dirty,
Nice.
Down
Love
and
that
Dirty.
one.
Money Shot,
Yeah.
Sidemen. We've got Worth the Fight.
Nice.
Got Phase 2, which is the band Phaser from back in the day. It was huge.
Yeah.
And this is
This is second incarnation.
so it's
There
Phase
you go.
2.
I like that.
We've got Shiver coming in, Shotgun Creek.
There you go.
We've got About Time coming in. We've got Exit 52. We've got a band called
That's about
Justice.
every weekend, it sounds like.
We've got Fireball doing a little reunion show for us.
Wow.
We've got Whiskey Revolution. We've got Headbangers Ball coming in.
Nice.
And for the Rat Run, we have Rock Bottom.
Wow.
There you go, man.
And like I said,
that's a good lineup, bro.
every Sunday out in the parking lot. So these shows are weather permitting.
Right, yeah.
And everybody
right,
kind of knows the
absolutely.
deal on that when they,
You've
agree
got to
to
have a weather permit to
come
get in.
on board, so
Right.
we're not big enough over there
So
for
we-
a band to play inside. So
That's all right. By this time next year, you'll be telling us how Wayne put in a big parking lot and an outside circus tent to have bands under.
Right.
right.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Did you hear that, Wayne?
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's the way it seems to go. Hey, man, thanks for giving us the update on what's going on.
No,
with Third
again,
Chute.
thank you guys for having me. Third time around here. It's always a pleasure to come in and talk shop and just catch up personally when we don't have the microphones in
Right.
front of us and
Spend the night with Pigpen and all
Hey,
that.
not all of our guests do that, just most of them.
switch shirts and
Talk about burlesque.
I thank you, and I can speak for Wayne and Kathy. They thank you guys for having me on.
Right on.
kind of carry the torch and all that stuff for Third Chute. And you know, I mean, that's it's definitely, my heart's in it, and you know, very proud to be part of it. And everybody at Third Chute thanks you guys and WBGZ for the opportunity, and
Yep,
I
absolutely.
can't thank you enough.
Well, hey man, thanks. We're gonna have you back on once Third Chute West gets open, and you know, you got something to talk about. You can let us know what's going on.
Yeah,
over there
that'd be
once
great.
It gets going.
And also on that note, I'm thinking maybe here within the next week or so, we're actually going to launch a Facebook page for Third Chute West.
Nice.
That way we can put all the demo pictures and the progression pictures, and let's start making some event pages, you know?
Right, there you go, man.
You can see a lot of that stuff you guys have done at Third Chute 2 on your Facebook page. There's a lot of photos of
I
that.
try to keep up with it, you know. Sometimes it gets a little hectic, you know, and I've actually, I need to do a little work on that page there. I'm going to try to get to that this weekend.
Yeah. There's still quite a bit, even the fire. There's pictures of the fire from the other Third Chute.
Yeah, we've threw a few things on that page concerning Third Chute West. You know, we throw a couple of teasers out there, you know, and
so that's,
You big tease.
you know, I mean, people drive by all the time, and you know, they're honking and waving and thumbs up, and they're throwing horns and all that good stuff.
Easy to find though. If you search Third Chute on Facebook, comes right up.
And that's the number 3 RD
Right.
Chute, and you know, the various pages will pop up. And like I said, Third Chute West, hopefully that'll be online here in the next week or so.
Right on. Well, hey, thanks again to our guest, Tommy Fleming from Third Chute 1, 2, and West, coming soon. Thanks to Wayne and Kathy Draper for doing all that and putting those together. Thanks to our sponsors, longtime sponsor, Halpin Music. I don't even know how many years they've been sponsoring us now.
Halpin Music
They've been
Company and Matt Van Voorhis of Macias Insurance for you who are speeding up the YouTube video to 1.5 speed.
I feel like he's remember the old Bugs Bunny cartoons where they get in the ether and come here, little bunny.
They get into the slow motion, you know.
Also, Michael Crider from Farmers Insurance in Bethalto.
There you go, man. Thanks to all the listeners also who have tuned in. Everybody get out this weekend and support local music and art.
Local music and art. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week.